not. Most of the like the little hounds that these guys are calling with them don't actually do anything. We're gonna level up here within the next few kills. Be level 18. So don't worry too much about that. These guys that are following you, Arthura and Commander Belmont, will dispatch. I mean, you could just stand here doing nothing, and he's just dead. Like, I'm impatient, so I'm gonna join him. But you really don't. You really have no. I mean, you really have no reason to. Oh, he's got a quest pop for us. Dangles, and they disappear. Oh no, now they're back. So yeah, the first sort of the first real keystone tanking ability is going to be Sunder Armor, and it's an old WoW ability, which has in sort of modern day tanking in WoW has lost its relevance a little bit, but I'll discuss it as it is in some respects it is important. Sunder Armor actually applies a debuff, which is I mean, best way to explain a debuff is it's the opposite of a buff. You're stripping the monster of something with debuffs. And Sunder Armor does a really nice thing. It reduces the amount of armor your opponent has for everybody in the group. It stacks 3 times. It used to stack 5, but it stacks 3 times, so you can actually Sunder Armor them 5 times, and it reduces their armor by 12% total. It becomes relevant because the sort of one of the cornerstone abilities of protection stacks a Sunder Armor effect while attacking them while doing damage as well, and it's really one by one, and it's important to realize what it does because the armor penetration component is not irrelevant. It's definitely helpful, especially in if your party is made up of a lot of melee classes, like my current party is right now. Melee classes, if there are people out there who do not like melee worms. I prefer just to say melee. I think it sounds a little bit better than melee, even though it might be incorrect. I am consciously abusing the English language. I would encourage you to abuse the English language as well, because the best part about that is you infuriate grammar Nazis, and it can be a lot of fun. So go ahead and like do it and stuff. So I don't think we'll be going to the lighthouse. Will we be going to the shore? There it is, yeah. Yeah, he's all the way down there. Normally I would just $1 million man it and jump over the edge, but I'm pretty sure I would die. So we'll head down there. Anyway, Sunder is an important ability. You'll use it a lot before you get Devastate. Back in the day, it used to be the cornerstone ability. So we found him. Now we're going to talk to Death Guard. He's going to give us a pop, and I'm willing to bet that she is going to resurrect him. In fact, I'm pretty sure she is. So we get new boots. We're going to fly. Alright, come on. Just reading the flavor. Hopefully it doesn't stream by too fast. I mean, I would encourage you guys to read it, even though I'm not gonna read it. Doesn't look like they lost our scent. There's like a whole pack of them there. It's okay though, even though they're frost bolting. Arthura kind of looks like she's immune to magic. Arthura makes me think of Hitchhiker's Guide, Arthulia. I don't know why, but it does. So she's gonna fly us back because we're incapable of running there ourselves. Mostly, I would assume she's flying us back because there are a whole bunch of elites in here that could really easily kill us. But I don't know. That's just my guess at their logic. Seem to be making a lot more levels than it was last playthrough. We're a quarter of the way into 19. This guy here that we're riding on our shoulders actually becomes a. Well, maybe I won't spoil it, but I don't know if I'll actually get there. Anyway, he's important to the narrative. He's not just being carried along for fun. Are we going back to? Yeah. So we have officially, I believe, been pushed out of Gilneas, whatever. But pushed back behind the Greymane Wall. I know how to say Greymane Wall. And if you've been following the quest lines and actually reading them, which I don't know if I've been giving you the opportunity to, you'll probably already know that. The quest lines usually bake in the flavor as well as sort of the little pop-ups of what the NPC said. Like I said, I stopped reading them a long time ago. Take our new boots, put them on. Some more strength. Talk to Sylvanas, and she is going to resurrect Godfrey, which is really honorable, I can tell you. There's some other dudes in here too. Yeah. Lord Walden and yeah, Baron Ashbury.
And you,
Lord Godfrey's kind of a funny dude. I'd rather be a Worgen than undead, I already told you that. I'm just reading what it has to say.
We are the Forsaken. We will slaughter anyone who stands in our way.
Come on, underlay. Yeah, he's been reborn. He's gonna betray us. I know. Beardo. Guy needs a shave. Alright.
What
So
are
we'll
we
talk
if
to
not slaves to this torment?
Sylvanas.
I have no time for
Talk
games.
to her. And that's it.
What joy is
Oh,
there
maybe
in
it
this
was
curse?
Let me see here. Alright, 1, 2. Oh, Godfrey looks like a freaking badass now. These guys are actually bosses you fight in Shadowfang. Spoilers!
We are the Forsaken. We will slaughter anyone who stands in our way.
Is it just the same person? Wow, that's terribly buggy. Alright. I just wanted to check that I wasn't accepting a quest that I couldn't do later. As you can see, this quest, but she's actually just there twice, which is totally not buggy at all. So let's head over there, man. We're flying through the levels now. So we need to do Surveyor's Core and Emerald Codex. So be like robots over here or elementals? Aha, elementals. There were lots, and I mean lots of elementals in the Burning Crusade. It was a very like elemental heavy expansion pack. We still have a buff that a friendly priest gave us. So these guys are going to be dropping their cores eventually. There's some kind of neat sound effects and stuff like that. Not 100% sure why they're here though. Maybe that explains it in the quest. So that's the item we're looking for from these guys, the core there. So some mage from Dalaran. Previous. Come on, there you go. Is summoning these guys, I think, or creating them. That's why they're surveyors. So we need to kill them, and then we need to find the codex, which I'm guessing will be in there. Chances are, whenever you go to a village area, look for the most substantial building. And oh, Silver Elite. We are going to kill him. We're gonna random, thunderclap him, and he's pretty easy. A little bit annoying. Tons of experience for that. And we get soldiers of the Tiger, 2 strength, 3 agility. Yeah, so we're gonna equip that. There you go. It's worth our while. Lots of Silver Elite so far. That was our 3rd or 4th. First time we've actually got anything that we needed though. I think before we've been getting like int items. Yeah, it's definitely in there. But we'll continue on to the town hall in Amber Mill. There used to be, I think there used to be, before Cataclysm, there used to be like Dalaran magicians here, and I believe Dalaran is like right here. Now there's a big hole ripped in the ground from where it used to be, where it sort of ripped itself out of and moved itself to Northrend. It's a big magical city. For those who don't know, eventually, if you continue to play World of Warcraft, you'll see Dalaran in your mid-60s. Neat little place. I like it better than I liked, oh, I don't even remember what it's called. Shattrath, yeah, for sure. Dalaran was a much better city. And, I mean, yeah, they got away from the, those sort of big core expansion cities that emptied the world in Cataclysm. They, you know, in a pretty ham-fisted way, forced everybody back into Orgrimmar and Stormwind and Ironforge and stuff like that. Which is actually, I like that because like they spent all this time developing these, you know, neat cities, and then they give you the sort of, you know, quote unquote the all-in-one city. In a new expansion, and you're like, oh well, I can completely ignore the other cities. That's great, and that, I mean, it didn't always happen that way. They always gave you reasons, you know, reasons to go back to Ironforge, like, you know, less populated, or you don't have to see your opposing faction, or any of those things, which is fine. I sort of prefer the direction they took the game in Cataclysm to, in some respects, to Wrath of the Lich King and the Burning Crusade. In other respects, I think Wrath of the Lich King did some things better. But I mean, it's all relative. You know, you get to play through all of them and see what they have to offer. You don't really get to experience all the dungeons necessarily because of the reduced experience requirements. You just fly through the levels. As you can see, I'm rocketing through the levels. I don't know that in the same amount of played time I would be able to achieve what Lich has achieved, you know, pre-Wrath and pre Cataclysm. So that would be another ding, which is level 19. I'm gonna take Booming Voice. It's not important because it doesn't really matter.